right, what was it like growing up in Texas?
I moved to Texas like 7th grade.
Yeah.
I moved with my dad, and I started playing sports.
What's the full background? I mean, like, if
Really?
yeah.
Full background. My mom lives in Asia. I live with my dad. I played volleyball. I wanted to quit. He didn't let me. Tore my ACL. Finally came out here like for good, and I'm just doing like school up here.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. What's like the craziest? I mean, what is like? Were you always trying to come out to LA? Was that always the dream, or it's like Texas is where I want to be? Everyone's moving to Texas now. Like,
well, Texas is cheap as fuck.
Yeah.
LA is so expensive. Like, and the taxes. Oh my god, I don't wanna, I am going to pay my taxes, but I don't.
yeah. It's the taxes. It's like it's the how much a house is. You can get a house that's literally like like $5 million here for like $300,000 in Texas. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It'll come with a gun on the side. Like you'll get everything. You'll get everything.
A gun and 2 acres.
And some cows and cattle and shit.
Not the Longhorn.
Yeah.
So what's the biggest difference do you think in living here than Texas? Like for people who, I don't know, think about like a social media person they're 16 years old. They want to make it big. They're living in Palo Alto or El Paso or San Antonio. And they're like thinking, all right, what's the difference between moving? What's gonna change when they move to LA?
There's just so many more opportunities if you want to like pursue like this field. So many more out here.
I feel like people are definitely more crazy out here. They just go for everything that they want and they're like hustle. That's the thing.
100%.
Yeah.
Like they don't what's the word? They're not afraid to like go meet people. They're always like trying to go do something out of their house and stuff like that.
Yeah, everyone that I've met here is very like extrovert.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. I don't think I've met an introvert here. I mean,
yeah.
I don't think I have.
And it's like part of that is you have the person who, because a lot of times they move here knowing that, okay, yeah, I'm going balls to the wall. Like everyone back home is either going to make fun of me if I fail or they're going to know that I made it, right? So people don't give a shit out here. They literally don't give a shit. They do everything that they want to do.
I like how everyone out here is like-minded because they all have the same field. You know, the collabs out here, like that's the reason like half the people are here to collab.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
100%.
It's all the opportunity, right? Yeah. All right, let's get into more. So the first thing is we can go over everything with what happened to Not a Content House. We talked about it yesterday with Anna for a minute, so like we covered a lot of it, but I'm sure you have different things to say. What was in the beginning, like 6 months ago, you were in Vault House? What the fuck is Vault House? Because I can't even find that on Google. There's not an article about it, but there's like one mention. I'm like, Vault House? That must be a massive deal. Look it up. What's Vault House?
Yeah.
Oh, that was a mess. It was such a mess.
Tell me the experience, yeah.
My friend Bryce hit me up. He was like, hey, like, do you want to join a house in LA? I was like, it was like the first time a house has like reached out to me. I was like, oh my God. Like,
yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, like, fuck yeah. So I flew out there, met all the people, got really close, and then like.
All right, before we get into that, what is the house like? What was the house, real quick? Is it like a collab house? It was just like Hype House, or is it something different?
It was like a content house, like for collabs and stuff.
All right, then what happened?
Well, there was just like little problems like coming up in the house, and then like the manager of the house like wasn't happy with what we were like producing, and she cut all of our contracts while we were all out there. I was like, you have to earn your spot back in here. And by that time, Maddie came up to me. She's like, I'm making a new house if you want to come. I was like, yeah. Like,
all right, so
wait, so like they like cut you off and you had like no place to live?
No, the plan was you had to earn back your contract to like stay in the house.
Oh.
But what? How do you earn that back? Like, what were you not
your
performing
content?
on according to her?
I feel like I was performing quite well myself, but some people like wouldn't like post enough on the house account, you know, like.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So it's like you have to blow up the house account. You and yourself might like have been blowing up, but to her, she's like, I need the house account to be big, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And so what was happening there is just not growing fast enough, not being posted to. What are these like managers going through in their head when they think about that?
I think the more you post, the more engagement you can get, the better your brand deals or promo deals can be, and so they definitely push that forward a lot.
And they need you to make viral shit on their account. And if it's not happening for whatever reason for everybody in the house, that's when she's like, she took away the contracts.
Yeah.
Jeez.
When people, I guess, to them felt like they got too comfortable in the house, and she was like, I'll take it away.
Damn.
What did you? So did you move out here before COVID and everything, or like during when it was like trying like all happening?
When it like first started.
Oh, okay. That's
Yeah.